wrap up. And what I want to do just briefly is share my screen with all of you. Everyone can see that? Because you know what, you guys, I'm a little verklempt this morning. This is my opportunity to thank you and say what an incredible year it's been. And some of you might know that, you know, pre-COVID, we used to stick to a pretty traditional calendar at NSA New England, where June was that moment in time where we changed the guard and where we ended our formal meeting calendar for the year. And so while we're obviously operating in a virtual environment, we're still retaining some of those elements, including the changing of the guard moment. And so I want to take just a minute or two to do that now. And I want to start by just saying and reflecting on the year. I want to reflect just for a second on what we've been doing. I want to make sure I'm hearing from folks. Love it. And thank you, Teresa Rose. That is so sweet. I appreciate all the comments, guys. And let's talk a little bit about the year. So you guys, you might remember the big news we kicked off the year with was streamlining our website. And we just kind of, you know, we pulled the plug after years of investing a lot of time and effort into the website. We really just decided we had an opportunity to really streamline our own operations, to become more efficient, to become more cost effective. And the website was just one way to do that. And what a lot of you guys probably can appreciate behind the scenes, right? We needed to find better ways to just track our members, you know, make sure our data was accurate and up to date. And so we were able to kick off the year and do that. And Jen Maselli and I, we worked hard to make that happen, along with lots of help from other folks in the chapter. We also took some other steps this year to try to make our members feel like they had great content at their fingertips. And just an example of how we did that, we built a virtual library. And members, you know, go to our website, log in, you're gonna have access to phenomenal content. Like what we just heard from Jeff is incredible. We've had amazing speakers this year. And so that is free and that is available to you. That alone is worth the price of membership, and it's right there. We also tried some new things this year. And I think some of these got more traction than others. I just threw a couple out to give you a sense of what we've been working on. We developed some new partnerships this year. Some of you might remember Innovation Women. They are one of the few speakers bureaus for women. And so for our women members, that is a phenomenal resource. I have gotten many speaking engagements, paid, phenomenal speaking engagements through that group. And so you might remember they gave us an opportunity for a heavily discounted membership through their partnership with us. We also noticed there was a lot of synergy between the content that we provide and other associations. And, you know, rather than all of us, you know, throwing a million events out there in Boston and in the area, we said, can we join forces? And so we did that with for instance, the American Marketing Association. We created opportunities for people to sponsor us through NSA too. How about the programming? I mean, we just had some rock stars this year. I mean, Jeff Hazlett is in phenomenal company. We had Simon, we had Michelle. You guys might remember the speakers that we had this year. Diverse, lots of different areas of expertise, some really, really phenomenal content, both experts within NSA and not. Some of you were here for Dave Jackson, who was amazing and talked to us about podcasting. And, you know, we wanted to make members feel like whether you were coming to us for the first time or you'd been around the block with NSA for a while, that our meetings created an outstanding live experience. So we really doubled down on how do we make the in the room moment feel more magical and important, whether that's on the screen or whether that's sitting in a hotel. Didn't matter to us. We wanted people to feel like they could connect and get to know each other. Couple more things I just want to talk about. Okay, can we just talk about, we had this awesome full day live event planned and oh, COVID, what are we going to do? I don't know, Mari Ryan, if you were on this with us, Mari Ryan just to the rescue, and she led a full day phenomenal live event in New England. I know a lot of you were part of that. You spoke at it, you participated. It was excellent. I think a lot of us going into it, we weren't sure how that was going to land, and it just was terrific. And so quickly, I want to point out a couple things. Our monthly meeting revenue, despite the drop in our live meetings, we still came out ahead this year. Our membership, we held steady. We certainly had to make a few changes to our member population, just given, I think, the rules and guidelines of NSA National. And as most of you know, you got to be a member of National to also be a member of the chapter. So we had to right size that just a bit. Can I just check that out? We have had over 700 people attend our virtual meetings this year. That is mind blowing. We made a big decision at our chapter to make a lot of these events free, as you guys might recall, for a period of time. We would love for that to go on forever. And if we can find other sources of revenue, we'll do that. But we recognize it's a unique time for speakers, and we wanted to be sensitive and thoughtful there. But we have had so many new people come into our world, and that's the whole idea. So we love that. Okay, I got to also thank some people before I hand things over to the new man in charge. I got to just talk about some of the incredible members of our chapter, not board members, you know, no fancy title. Guess what? They made a commitment through their own work, their expertise to help us. Matt, Robbie, Robin, Mari, thank you. There's a lot that you got to do behind the scenes, and you guys get that. And you each just brought something really special to our chapter. Okay. You know, when you ask people to become board members and they have been a member of your chapter for about 3.4 seconds, they look at you and they say, I'm still kind of getting to know you guys. And I just want to thank Ed Marsh and Megan Burns. You guys are brilliant. You agreed to take that leap of faith, and you brought so much insight and wisdom to the group. And I have to tell you, it is huge value to have a fresh pair of eyes be part of the team. Love you guys. Thank you. Okay, this woman, Jennifer Elder, where are you? Where are you? Jennifer Elder is incredible. I just can't tell you, it did not matter how gnarly the problem. Jennifer always would say, no, we can figure this out. Jennifer would come to the table with great ideas. Jennifer, I have no doubt you add just such incredible value to your clients, because I just know how much you bring to the room. And it's just been wonderful to work with you this year. Okay, so not only did I have the benefit of one past president on the board, not one, but two, but three. And these three people are just wonderful. Nancy, Eric, Dennis, I love you guys. Nancy, you're just the world's best past president. Eric, God love you, Eric. I dragged you into the treasurer role. You remember sitting down at the bank and slogging it out with me. I love you for that. And Dennis, you've just been a friend and a champion for years. Thank you. Okay, so she hates it when we call her out, when we put her in the spotlight. Jen Maselli, if you think for a minute, I had to like dig around the world of Facebook to find a picture of you, for God's sakes, woman. I love you, Jen. And Jen, you do so much for this chapter. Jen is our chapter administrator, but she just cares. She's working behind the scenes, guys, in ways you have no idea. You throw something new at Jen, her answer is always, I will figure it out. It's been the best to work with you, Jen. I just love you. Thank you. Okay. Love ya. Love ya. Okay. Can we just talk about this man? He is incredible. He is extraordinary. He will be the most wonderful, wonderful leader for this chapter. And I know that not just because I've worked alongside with Roger, I've gotten to know him. He's just wonderful to the core. And by the way, he gets a ton done. Any of you have seen Roger work behind the scenes to pull together incredible auctions for this chapter, it's no joke. He brings in real money, and it has a huge positive impact for us. And so I just want to thank all of you. It's been a great year. To the board, thank you. It is not goodbye. I will serve honorably as your past president. And listen, you guys know I'm around. And so I know our paths will continue to cross in many, many ways. And so with that, guess who's up? Roger, welcome. And I officially hand the baton over to you as our president. Thank you, Roger. And thank you, everybody.
And of course, the first order of business is to say thank you to you, Elizabeth. We love you. You've been an awesome leader. You have brought in three things: an incredible executive presence. You run a tight ship. Second, you brought in unbelievable speakers. Look at Jeff Hazlett, $1 million speakers, Hall of Fame, bang, 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 super inspiring. People like Jeff and all the others have made us want to be better people, better business people. And then finally, you have steered the ship through just, it's a crazy time. The world is upside down. It's going to right itself in a while, but you navigated with grace, presence, and sharp skills. Let's get you up here on the screen. We've got something special for you, Elizabeth. Don't go away. Let's see if I know how to screen share as my first order of duty here. I'm now praying to all the gods up there. Let's see if we can do this, because I know people got to get outside, mowing lawns, and riding their bikes. There she is. Are you seeing her up on the screen? Somebody speak to me. Type. Anyway, hopefully you're seeing this.
Love it. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Here are a few specific words of thanks from your board members, just a smattering. From Dennis Mahoney, thank you for your commitment and leadership in this unusual year. You are the right person at the right time for the job. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Elizabeth. From Megan, your passion for the success of this chapter and its members is inspiring. Thanks for everything you've done to get us through this remarkably challenging time. From Ed Marsh, you made this a unique board experience, Elizabeth. Your leadership provided each of us, with growth opportunities beyond our contributions. From Jennifer Elder, Elizabeth, it's been an honor to serve with you. You led the organization with an amazing combination, no question about it, grace, practicality, and wisdom. From Nancy Michaels, ends with a little bit of a twist. I love it. Thanks so much for leading through turbulent times with grace and ease, or at least looking the part. And you do that so well. Speaking of looking great, who wears scarves better than Elizabeth Freedman? She's not wearing one today. Maybe it's the weather, but all the time when we have board meetings on Zoom, she has got a sharp scarf on from that wonderful background that you see there on the screen. So we have sent Elizabeth a gift card to buy scarves, not one, not two, but many scarves of her choice to add to that growing collection. And then finally, every desk needs a reminder of our work we've done in the past. Here's what we've got for Elizabeth. Whoops, jumping ahead there. Oh dear, I've lost it. It is a glass figurine. Coming back here momentarily. We've lost the ability. There we go. With appreciation, Elizabeth Freedman, CSP, President, NSA New England. Thank you for leading with empathy, agility, and courage. June 2020. Elizabeth, from the bottom of our hearts, you have set the bar high. You're a professional, you're an executive, full-time job, speaker, and mother of 2 children who are probably studying at home. I don't know how you do it all. All right, let's turn the calendar page, folks. It's time to move forward. We are not going to abandon over summer. We are going to bring you the NSA New England Summer Camp skills, not just giving you information, but helping you apply those skills as though you would be at camp. Knowledge, fun, networking, and comedy, all under the guidance of that wacky, crazy guy, Mr. Matt Ward, your camp director. It's coming soon. Stay tuned, more to come. But once again, thank you to Elizabeth. It's going to be a great year. We're going to continue with what Elizabeth has been doing, and we're going to welcome the new world with us as business leaders, business first responders. Thank you for that line, Jeff Hazlett.